this is Jalila Starr, and welcome to my weekly messages. Today is July 12th, 2010. Today, the topic is the challenges that we face as we're trying to walk in two different worlds. And we're walking in two different worlds like 3D and higher D because we are ascending our consciousness, and at the same time our body's going with us, but it's still carbon-based because we still have lots of emotional clearing to do. And just through emotional clearing that we shift our frequency and change our DNA so that it holds more light. So it's like we're taking our body with us, but we have to keep lightening our body. In the meantime, what we're noticing, and this comes from having talked with several other people recently, is that there's a lot more glitching. It's as though, imagine, that the people in 3D are like the guy in the control tower in an airport, and the radar screen is full of these planes, which are other people in 3D, and yet our plane is there, but our plane keeps disappearing off the radar screen. It just keeps blipping in and out. It blips in and out when we're acting out of our higher consciousness. It blips out. But when we're acting out of 3D or in 3D or really heart connected in 3D, like playing with our kids or doing something with family, we appear on the screen. The challenge comes when we try to function in 3D as we always have, and we expect it to be the way it always has. For example, just recently I had to, I took the trip to New York for the 2012 workshop, and no, not New York. I was going to a family reunion last weekend, or weekend before last. I can't believe it's already been almost 2 weeks, for 4th of July, and I was going to use my laptop. My phone is my modem for my laptop. Well, I needed what they call a tether wire. So I went down to Verizon Wireless and I ordered one. Now, I've been a customer of Verizon for about 10 years. And I have ordered from them before, never a problem. When it showed up, it showed up when they said they were going to show up. So it was supposed to show up on the day before I left. And so the tether wire didn't show up. So I called at 5 o'clock on Thursday and go, where's the tether wire? Well, the girl checked. She goes, oh, ma'am, I'm so sorry. She says, he didn't put the end of your address, of your street address down. And so the guy, UPS tried to deliver, but delivered to the wrong address. So you can imagine my frustration. I have to leave at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to get ready. I have a teleconference call, 4-hour teleconference call coming up in less than an hour or a little over an hour, and I'm trying to now have to go down and drive to the Verizon store to get a tether wire. And so it was a frustration of, that I experienced. And then, I talked to a friend recently, and she had a similar experience where she's been with the company for years, and she can't seem, they don't find her records. They only find part of her records. So we were sitting at breakfast in the morning, and we were talking about this and comparing notes, and I said, well, what's causing that? And it just dawned on me, well, that's one of the challenges of living in two realities and moving back and forth between the two realities based on what you're thinking, because what you're thinking depends on, determines your vibrational rate. So I'm like, okay, I get it now. And then we both go, you know what, we shouldn't, maybe it's better that we don't get so angry or upset over these things, because this is the price that we agreed to pay, even though there was no handbook to explain to us what we're going to have to deal with as we ascend. It is one of the challenges as we blip in off of the radar screen that we will have to face as we decide to continue ascension. It's going to get more and more challenging. We'll have to be more careful when we drive because people just won't see us. We're going to have to be aware of not getting too offended when we say hello to somebody and they walk past us as though they don't see us, even though they're looking right at us. Many times we just don't show up on their radar. And I've had them say, I'm sorry, I didn't even see you standing there. We blip in and out. So I think if we can remember this when these things happen and realize, you know what, it's just the price that we pay for the choice that we made. It will help us to step back into our power and not emote some energy that we are going to experience a backlash on, because if you've gotten really frustrated and angry, you notice how you get a backlash very quickly within 24 hours. So I guess when you had enough pain, it makes you rethink your response. So the way I'm handling it is I'm just taking some deep breaths and stepping back and maybe go beat a pillow and then get over it and get on and go, you know what, suck it up. This is the price I agreed to pay. So hopefully that'll help you, and I will talk to you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.